Good morning, this is John Tuttle. I got a piece of stuff from Alabama. It's almost like coral. It's not Flint River, but anyway, it's some real glassy stuff. And I only have one little chunk of it, so I sawed it in slabs. I don't like working slabs. I like working in nodules like this. But since I knew it was a beautiful piece, I went ahead and sawed it. And I sawed it about as thick as I could. I felt comfortable with to get as much out of it and be able to do percussion work. I'm going to show you how I do percussion work on this. I got cortex here, but it's clear on the back side. So I really don't need to chip it this way, but I'm chipping it this way because of the cortex. I'm trying to get the cortex off. Anytime you can hit the rock instead of the cortex, like right here you see a little rock shining, it'll chip the cortex off. Like right here, if I hit the rock above the cortex, it'll chip. So all I'm trying to do right now is just go around and check it for cracks. It might have some cracks in it. I don't know. Don't ever know. I don't see any. I can't tell by sound. I'm tone deaf. And my ears all messed up. Some people hit a rock and tell it's got cracks in it, but I'm not that blessed. I wish I could. I'm just right now trying to get this bad end off. Got some bad cortex. And the more I hit on this is in my pile of Alabama stuff, is why I'm saying it. And I'm not an expert on any of that material down there. Or Florida coral, any of that. I can tell you a lot about Buffalo or Georgetown, stuff like this. That kind of looks like coral where that cortex is. Might be some coral that come out of Georgia or something got in that pile some kind of way. Or maybe when I got it off the guy in Alabama, he might have had some coral and didn't realize it was in there. I went out and bought a truckload off this guy, and who knows? Main thing is we're gonna have fun. I ain't gonna get all that technicality if it's rabbit crap or deer crap or mosquito hawk poop or coral or not. I'm still trying to get this cortex off right through here. Boy, that knocked a big chunk of it off right there. Look at that sweet piece come out. Now I'm gonna come up here and try to get it off on this end. I got a natural bevel here, and I'm gonna keep flip-flopping. I'm working a sharp edge, hitting on the sharp edge. I'm not gonna grind it, but I don't hit it too hard as steady as it is. Something real blunt like that and put a lot of shock into it. And I'm not grinding because I just barely chipping a sharp edge, and I really don't need to grind it to do what I'm doing. And I'm not trying to move a lot of mass. I'm just trying to chip this little bit of cortex off right here. Okay, all the cortex is off now except this little spot right here. And I'm sorry I hadn't looked. Yeah, I wouldn't have put it on video anyway if y'all hadn't been able to see what I'm doing. I'm trying to scoot over a little more this way, and I don't know if we can make this thing large or not. I don't think so. I don't know that much about photography either. I don't know much about nothing. Oh, learn something about flint knapping every day. Don't care how old I get. Well, some of you new guys come along, teaching a lot of people a lot of stuff. They have some new methods and techniques. And my suggestion is you find what works best for you, and you stick with it. And if you stay with it long enough, you'll come real good at it. You keep changing, you never will get anywhere. And that's what I did. After I retired and got older, I'm constantly changing, trying to learn new techniques because I don't care now. I'm not like trying to learn and get where I make good points. I make good points my old way. But this is one of the new techniques, and I talk about it constantly, and it don't seem to have much effect. But this is called a hollow bopper, and Ebo or Eddie Main invented this, and it's so light it's not even funny. And one of my favorite tools. And when I first used it the first day for about an hour, I said, man, no. I said, I know I'm experimenting with different things, and that's what I'm doing now. At old age, I'm experimenting. I said, but I don't think this is going to work. And I put it to the side. I tell this story on all my videos because I think it's a learning story. It might help you not to give up on something. And I said, well, you know what? I said, I watch him, and he can do it, I can do it. And he's making some incredible stuff out of it. And I said, I kind of like it, and I can make stuff my old way just as good as he's making with it. But the thing I'm thinking about is I'm getting old, and swinging a heavy billet really jars my body, and it hurts my shoulder and my wrist and things like that. If I could swing something that don't even weigh a pound, that don't even weigh a half a pound. Probably not even a quarter. I don't know what I'm saying. This is so light. This is unbelievable. I mean, it's light. And I can hit like that and drive plates halfway across. Why not use the thing, man? Save the wear and tear on my body. So, anyway, it works extremely well. I had somebody tell me the other day, well, I got one of your docking points you made years ago, and it's just as thin as that when I didn't say it wasn't. But this is easier for me to use. That's what I'm saying. And it works real just as good, but it's not wearing me out. It's not putting wear and tear on my body. It's like indirect percussion. I think the guy that invented that was Ted Frank. He started doing indirect percussion. None of us never heard of it. Gosh, I don't know, 50 years ago, I'd say. And we laughed at him. He was using something like a screwdriver, and he laid a part on his leg like this, and he would put it like that and hit it. But he had arthritis so bad, he was trying to figure out a way he could nap, and his wrist had knots all in them, and it wouldn't hurt him so bad. And now everybody's trying to get into indirect percussion, and Jason Newman out in Texas is the best I've ever seen at it. And I use it sometimes, a lot. According to what I'm making, if I'm teaching somebody how, in fact, I've got a video on it, but I don't recommend you watching it because his is twice as good, and he come out with a video on it. And I learned from him. That's how I learn. So I'd recommend watching his instead of mine. Okay. That plate went 3/4 way across this little light deal. I'm going to weigh this one day and see how many ounces it is. It's not very many ounces. I'm just setting up platforms right now, just like an old sewing machine coming down, tap, 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 tap. And I got a real good place right here. I'm going to grind it. And what I want to do here, I'm going to try to come across this part where the saw mark is as far as I can. And coming off that platform, this is what came out. I went right to there and run this way. So now all I got to do is make one platform right up here, and I can probably get all this with just one little deal. I don't know, it's a little low there in one spot. It's probably going to take two. I didn't notice it being low right there. I'm going to hit it here and try to run it there. See how far I can get it. That's pretty good. That did real good. Okay, we did good on that. Now I think I might come up here, try to run one lengthways, not lengthways, but on an angle across. I'll show you when I grind it what I'm talking about. Instead of going straight across, I'm going to run it on an angle like this. And that one didn't do what I want, see. It didn't go near as far. I probably should have went straight across like that. But anyway, I've never had one to do perfect. I always have problems with anything I make. I always find a fossil, a pocket, a quartz crystal, or you got your platform set wrong, you create a hinge, then you got to figure out how to get the hinge out. All right, I hope I can take all of this out at one lick now. We got it all but a little bitty dot right there. I can pressure flake that out, and we'll knock it out in a minute, but that's no problem at all. Mission impossible was a success. Now we're going to thin this point. I'm just scraping the edge of this, just like sliding on it, trying to dull it and turn it up. I don't want to hit into it too deep. I don't want to lose too much width on my point. All right, it's ready. There we go. There we go. All right, I moved two good mass pieces right there. A lot of mass was moved out. Now, I think I'm going to build me a platform right here. I'm going to come in like this and isolate it. I have it sticking up there by itself. And I'm going to have a continuous platform. And now I'm going to hit into that. Took it right to there. The reason it didn't go any further is a little hinge going across there. I'm going to get out when I go this way. And that's what stopped it. I knew it was there. I didn't think it would stop it. If it had been a thicker piece, I know it wouldn't have stopped it because I'd changed my platform. But being this is so thin, I don't want to hit real hard on it. So I don't have to cut under a lot. All right, we're going to go right here. And this one went right to where the same spot was, but it went a little past it because the hinge feathered out. And it missed it. And that one went real far across there. Now I'm going to take those out. Okay. Now, I'm not going to try nothing fancy. I'm going to take the easiest path and try to move a lot at one time. Easiest path for least resistance. And try to make this a success. I don't want no bloopers on it. That one did real good. I got this one little spot left. A little isolated platform right here. Grind it. This time I'm going to try to push. There we go. That one went over halfway. I'm going to make sure I got it out. Now we got a little cortex left right here. And I'm going to call this a total special. Working an unknown piece of material. I'm really beginning to think it's coil. I'm 96 sure it's coil. I don't know how it got in the batch it was in, unless he put some and had some coil. All of it is supposed to be just real high grade coastal. So you never know what somebody can drop in a box or a pile. And got that piece out. All right, here we go. That's how thin a solid slab. I might make a new one or something. I don't know what I'm gonna make out of this. I'm gonna put it back and let it see. I might sell it just like it is as a pre-form to somebody. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and push like if you don't mind.